on the screen. Oh, recording. Yeah, so you can see that the pop-up application will present some car, and also this car can be, let's say, dismantled. Yeah, so you can imagine that you have some magazine and your cell phone in your hand, and you can browse the magazine and see, oh, I would like to see this car in this color, in this equipment, and you can alter your car in your magazine printed. Yeah, so this is the maybe ancient use of augmented reality, because it uses markers, and in a normal world we don't have markers. But I want to show just typical application of augmented reality. Well, I will close it and go back to my presentation. Yeah. Okay. Okay, when we talk about augmented and virtual reality, I always tell my students that something called milligram continuum describes using of, let's say, computers in visualization. Because we have these four dimensions. We have a real environment, which we are able to see by our senses. Then we have augmented reality, as I showed you. Then we have augmented virtuality, and then we have completely virtual environment. Normal reality is, as I said, the something what we perceive by our senses, our eyes, ears, our hands. Augmented reality, it's well, I always tell my students that the simplest application of augmented reality is when you take a picture with your cell phone or your camera. Because, for instance, you have a camera and you want to take a picture of this flower. You will see the flower in the screen of the camera, but also you will see this small information at the corner of the screen. So about capacity of battery, capacity of SD card, lighting condition, some special effects, or some parameters. How can we alter the take a photo to have a better picture? So this is the simplest way to use augmented reality, just in some screen of camera or cell phone. But normally in production, in the industry, they use smart glasses, they use cell phones, they use more enhanced technology to be able to operate in some warehouse, optimization of these procedures and visualization of many things. So they usually use some kind of glasses. And the last one was virtual reality. So maybe you are familiar with this picture. Is there somebody who knows which games it is? Minecraft, great, super. I've got this picture from game because I consider that every computer game is some kind of virtual reality, because if we are focused on a computer game, the surrounding doesn't exist for us. We only play the game and we see the music. Yeah, so this virtual reality is actually about, let's say, trick our senses because we have a screen that we see different words. We have headphones. We heard the music from different words. Sometimes we have gloves. We can touch something in virtual reality. Well, and virtual reality is some strange word because it combines different words together. Yeah, because reality is something I can touch, and virtual is something like reflection in the mirror, what we cannot touch. So I always tell my students there it's oxymoron, virtual reality, because something like oxymoron is something like that you can combine two words together, like lost discoveries, current history, recent past, extinct life. Yeah, so virtual reality is also something like oxymoron. As I said, Czech Republic is a very small country, but in the field of virtual reality, we are a lot of effort is made in our country. Maybe you seen on the internet this solution from our engineers. We are engineers. They produced the glasses and they have 4K resolution on each eye. So the immersive effect is very realistic. So when you wear these glasses, you have actual right feeling that you are piloting some plane or some car or some different device. And maybe you know this game. It is called Beat Saber. It's is here somebody who played it, yeah, or know it. Yeah, it's also from Czech Republic. So the famous VR game is also produced in our country. And the thing behind the virtual reality is to trick our senses that what we see is something something real, and what we hear is also something real. And in psychology, there is a special experiment. Maybe you heard about it. It's called rubber hand experiment. And in this experiment, the, let's say, the subject has her hand on the table, and she has two real hands, and and they placed in front of her one rubber hand, and she is not able to see her real hand. But then she take the feather and she touches the finger on the rubber hand and on the real hand. And during this experiment, the brain of the test subjects thinks that the rubber hand is hers. So it's the same trick how our brain is cheated when we use glasses and we use headphones. Okay, and also in virtual reality, when we want to do more advanced application, we can also wear whole body suit with the haptic simulation. So if we face something in virtual reality and it touches us, we can feel it, or we can be together in something called virtual cave. The difference is that in this case, a lot of people can be together in this cave, and but only one is able to direct the simulation. Yeah, so only one is the leader, and the rest of the let's say avatars in this room are only watchers. There is the ability to share the experience in virtual reality. And as I said, the Milgram continuum is dividing the system to real environment, virtual, augmented reality, augmented virtuality, and complete virtual environment. Oh, well, nowadays, maybe you are familiar with the word hyper reality or extended reality. That's because the new glasses for augmented and virtual reality has also ability to switch between virtual and between augmented reality, because they have some cameras in front of the screen. Yeah, now I will tell you something briefly about history of the VR and AR. Well, if we go in past, the simplest way how to immerse somebody in the virtual reality environment was to create very, very big paintings. This is the paintings of the Czech famous artist, and he painted so big pictures that if you come to them, you have the let's say immersive effect. You feel like you are inside the picture, but this reality is not this. It doesn't use any electronics or smart screen or something like that. Also in theater, when we are in theater, we also for the moment feel that we are part of the play if the play is very good. So it put us inside. We feel that we are inside. But when we speak about technology and virtual reality, it begins in this very ancient time with the device stereoscope, which used two pictures that and when the two pictures was placed in device like that, it was something like a very small 3D dimension effect. Yeah, so if we place this device on head, we could enjoy the 3D effect. But the same situation is nowadays when we have a head, when we have a displays like this. It's also have two screens in front of our eyes, and the same effect is still using nowadays. Maybe you've seen some picture like this. It was also very ancient times, a device Sensorama, which used a lot of things which cheated the senses, like aroma, wind, vibration. And in this device, this lady could see the rides through the New York City or some different place. And when this achievements was better and better, the virtual reality found its way to arcade games and so on. And in a case of augmented reality, maybe you seen this ancient device. It was called Damocles sword, and it was a very big computer in the room, connected by wires to this device, and all of this serves only one purpose: that in this very small screen, this guy could see some very small object and very simple graphic design. Yeah, but nowadays we have devices like this, like Microsoft HoloLens 1 2, or Apple Vision, or Epson. So the principle is almost same, but we have the computer is in this small place, but the principle is same, because in this glass you could see the augmented reality. Maybe you are familiar with the company Google. A couple years back, they presented this device, Google Glass, but they thought that all of us will use this application instead of cell phone, yeah, because their effort was to present it to the consumer, but it was not successful. People don't want to wear it, and it was not accepted by customers. But it found its way to industry. So now let's say in Germany, the ladies can wear these glasses, and when they are doing some mechanical work, they see in these glasses how should assemble something, or how should do these procedures. And maybe you are familiar with Tim Cook. He is chief of Apple. And I will ask you, because some of people have an Android cell phone device and some have an Apple. Is there somebody who has Android? Yeah, great. I also me. And is here somebody who has Apple device? Yeah, great, super. And well, it will be now very interesting to see if Apple is able to do something what Google wasn't able to do, because Apple, maybe you've seen the Apple Vision glasses. It was presented, let's say, half an hour year back. And we shall see if Apple is able to do it and to present these glasses to consumers. But I think that it will be very hard task to do it. Okay, I will tell you now something about key technologies in AR and VR. We've seen the marker, yeah. So it's a very simple way to present virtual augmented reality, because you need just marker, your cell phone or camera in PC, and the 3D model will appear on the marker. But in a normal life, we don't have this on bodies or a room or ceiling. Yes, so we need to use some algorithms to analyze pictures, and also use some kind of artificial intelligence to see to determine what is car, what is a man, what is street. So it helps the augmented reality to appear without using markers. And the next key technology, it is also very ancient. Maybe you remember Kinect, but it actually uses the technology of infrared projection and infrared sensors. And thanks to that, we can do every picture to have a plasticity, because every pixel of the picture has the RGB coordinates, but also has a fourth coordinate, which is distance from camera. So let's say this pixel is distance 2 meters from camera, this, let's say, face is 1 meter from camera, and this hand is just a half meter from the camera. So the picture has plasticity. And thanks to this, we can, let's say, if I have some hologram here and a computer which sees the hologram, I could just wave my hand and interact with the hologram. So that's the proximity sensors that are very common in virtual and augmented reality. And nowadays, the Kinect is very small. It's not so big as I showed you before. But thanks to this device, we can control the computer without touching a mouse or without yeah, maybe I will show it on the small here. Yeah, you can see that you just raise your hand, and you can control the let's say Earth, Google Earth, and control the moving of the camera. Okay. So now I will speak about three directions of augmented reality. Well, we have applications for cell phone, for glasses, or even for, let's say, surface mapping, because in this case, we need to have a cell phone in hand. It's quite not comfortable, because our hands are full of something. In this case, we have glasses, so it's more comfortable. And in this case, we don't have to wear anything, because we need only our eyes for doing this. Let's say typical application with the first one is navigation in the city, or translating some text. Typical application for glasses is sharing a screen. Yeah, so in car there is a windshield, and you can have this kind of device on the windshield, and augmented reality will appear in this windshield. And for the surface mapping, it's a very nice application like this, because if you want to present, let's say, some new technology, well, in the past, you should open this part of car, dismantle the motor, and describe the new things in the motor. Thank you so much. And nowadays, you can just, let's say, present the interactive visual graphics just on the surface of this mechanical thing. Yeah, I hope that I will be able to play this tutorial. Yeah, you can see this is the application from industry when somebody wants to learn how to repair some engine. and it uses only light and sound to teach him. So it's the third application of augmented reality pass, but just with the visuals. Yeah, you can see that it will tell him where to put this part, which device should he take, and if he takes something bad, the bad sound will appear, and bad light will also appear. So it's very comfortable because it is using augmented reality without need of cell phone in hand or some glasses on the eyes. Okay, the next key technology in this field is photogrammetry. I think that because you are from the IT sector, you already know about this technology, well, because it's a very simple way to take a photo of some, let's say, boulder or some statue or some tree in a real world. And if you take a lot of pictures from different angles, you can easily create the 3D model in the computer and then place it to your application of augmented or virtual reality. Photogrammetry is commonly used for mapping and for creating of a lot of things in that we use in our computers now, and also from the CGI and for the movies. Because if we took a lot of picture, let's say from these two actors, we can use their models for further improvement. Okay, and also it is very nice to use this technology to preserve the heritage, the cultural heritage of each country. So a lot of ancient history buildings can be catched with the photogrammetry like this, and then used for education or something like that. And if you are a computer designer and you want to create your own game, and you don't want to buy the, let's say, 3D object from some market at the internet, you can easily use this technology to create realistic models from the nature around you. And this program, Alice Vision, I have a link in my presentation. It's completely free of use for academic license. So if you want to try it, it just need maybe took something like 20 pictures with your cell phone, and then use this kind of program, and it will create in some time a very realistic 3D model. Yeah, maybe if there are some people who play computer games, you know this game. It's actually also from Czech Republic, and they use a lot of photogrammetry for creating this environment. So it looks like our ancient village in Czech Republic, and well, some places in Czech Republic still looks like this till nowadays. So that's the use in the creating of computer games. Yeah. You can see here. You can see the inside of the Alice Vision program. It is some statue, and it uses 50 pictures to create 3D model. And this 3D model can be downloaded and can be inputted in your application of virtual and augmented reality. Also, photogrammetry is very nice when you want to create some 3D model of building or some laboratory to show to your colleagues and so on. The next one, say, think in virtual reality, as I said, is the that you can have head-mounted displays and some joysticks in hand, or you can use the cave system, as I told you before. Usually, the PH.D system is connected to computer to have a lot of power from the big computer graphics. But nowadays, it is completely wireless, so you can enjoy your virtual reality without the need to be connected to computer. And this is the big picture of the cave system, as I told you before. Well, the next nice thing is to use some facial tracker, because if we meet somebody in virtual reality, we have an avatar of ourselves in some game or some chat room, and if we use only the glasses, it isn't able to copy our facial recognition, our facial movement. Yeah, so that's why they always use something like that to have a lips synchronization with the avatar and more realistic avatars in virtual reality. Okay, and also it's very nice to use something like spherical camera for creating very easily virtual reality application and movies when you can look around. Maybe you probably know this kind of videos from YouTube. It's maybe this is the fly of the eagle, and it has some camera on his back, and oh, I'm not sure if I'm able to play it right away, but you will have a link. So maybe maybe it will be better. Maybe I was try it once more. Yeah, yeah, well, uh, uh, maybe it will be better during the link. But if it is interactive, it is interactive on the internet. You can look around you. You cannot pilot the eagle, but you can look how it looks. Yeah, but it is not able to interact now because I'm zooming and presenting together. Yeah, so this kind of device is able to make very easily a virtual reality tour or some video, but interaction is only by looking on the sites. Yeah. I can skip this one. And for the transfer of hand movement in virtual reality, we always use something like joystick like this, or as I told you, some device which using the infrared application. Okay, and maybe this device is very important also because a lot of people can be hurt when they use virtual reality. And if they have glasses, they can run into wall, or they can fall on or break some body part if they let's say kick in the desk. So this is the something like a freedom movement application that you can run freely in some space and don't to be worry about damaging something around you. Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, also Disney is also trying to use some device for enjoying the virtual reality. So they presented this infinitive, let's say, walk device that will help to be in center of room and enjoy the virtual reality. We have a lot of devices and machines which allow us to enjoy whole body involvement in virtual reality. And if you are create some application, actually, as I told you before, virtual reality has a lot of same common things with the game creation. So usually, a lot of people, and I see in your laboratories yesterday that you use Unreal Engine for creating virtual and augmented reality application. In Czech Republic, is more common to use Unity. And I'm also, when I interact with younger students, we also use Roblox. So maybe the Roblox is more elementary level, but if students can play with Roblox, then they can go to some serious environment to create more, let's say, more important application. And all of these engines are completely free of use in academic environment. So this is the Roblox, and maybe you can see that it uses very elemental low polygraphic, but it is nice for let's say GPU and CPU necessity in a computer, so requirements are not so high, and you can just use it for multiplier and creating some games. Yeah, this is the actually look in my Ostrava laboratory. I will uh, try to show you. This is the photogrammetry of my laboratory when I teach my students. I've got these devices for them, let's say for augmented reality. Then we are doing some, let's say, 3D scanning with this device. We have also gloves for virtual reality and 360 degrees cameras. And also we have this this device to enjoy whole body whole body movement in virtual reality, because if somebody hit the wall, it is not good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now I will speak a little bit about significance of VR and AR. So the simplest way to use augmented reality is education. Yeah, because our modern class materials can be improved very easily by augmented reality, because we are listening through some textbook and we have a cell phone, so some chemistry or physics models can appear. And also for the training of the, let's say, doctors and medicine, it's very useful, because our whole body is nowadays it's completely scanned thanks to CT, Röntgen, tomograph, ultrasound. So doctors know how the shape of our organs look like, and when the young doctor wants to train themselves and see how it look inside, we can have a lot. We can have a big models of our organs, and they can learn how to treat it. And also, if you are a chemistry teacher or teacher of something connected with engines, it's very easy to have a 3D model in your class, and you can disassemble it, like I disassembled the car, and rotate it and tell the students more detailed way how it works, and they could play with it. And with ability to interact and play, there is a big chance that they will understand it more and deeply. Okay, and actually some of teachers believe, this is the case study from the Britain, from the United Kingdom, and there are two teachers which tried to make holograms of themselves and let the AI to learn how they speak, and they are now completely hologram, and they try to teach the lesson to students with this hologram. Yes, so they are now completely virtual. I don't know if it is a future of teaching at a university, but it is nice, let's say, use case of using the augmented reality to be involved in teaching methods. And the similar thing, what is now happening, is that maybe Albert Einstein could, in this way, teach about relativity theory and physics, because some avatar can have his face and can talk like him. And thanks to, let's say, ChatGPT, it also can produce the words similar to his words, because he wrote a lot of books. So his ability to speak, it can be very easily be very easily same like he does. Well, maybe some of you are familiar with the TeamViewer application. We always, in Czech Republic, we use it to help, let's say, our elders to, if they have some problem with computer, we take control of their computer and help them to have a solution. But TeamViewer has also application for cell phone and for augmented reality. So in real world, if somebody has some problem, they could use this kind of application to point the cell phone on the problem, and somebody will help them remotely. And using augmented reality, he will tell them what to do. So he can help them to understand the problem and solve it. And of course, when we are dealing with the HoloLens, it's the same situation. This man is looking on the problem, and his screen is shared, and some expert on other side will help him to solve the problem. And also, this technology could be very useful if it is used for telepresence, to meet people which are not together. This young lady is in one room, but because she is seen by the cameras, she can be with her daddy in a different room, like hologram. Okay, and virtual reality can be also used for learning foreign languages. Maybe you are familiar with the Mondly application. It's on this site, and then you can use the virtual reality to learn a lot of languages in different life situation. Also, Google Earth is very nice application for virtual reality because you can travel all over the world. And probably all of you using, let's say, Google Translator. It's very nice application for me because thanks to this, I can learn a lot of texts if I'm in a different country. So it's also a nice application of augmented reality. And one of the most important thing from my side is the augmented reality helps to understand each other when you speak to somebody who is not, let's say, technically educated. All of you are able, because you have technical education, you have some blueprint in front of you, and you can imagine how it looks because you have a 3D mind and you can imagine how it looks. But sometimes you will speak with somebody who don't have this skill, and augmented reality can be very helpful because you can just use your cell phone or your tablet, and 3D object will appear, and there could be better understanding each other. Also, as I told you, medical education is very nice. And the modern thing in Czech Republic is also building information modeling. So thanks to this, we can have a digital twin of some building, and we can explore it and have a better understanding of this building. Or some information about heat heat map of the room, or when we look on the pipes, it could be graphically marked which pipe is for gas, which is for water, which is for a different well, and this is the some application that we made in Ostrava. Well, if you are in London or in New York or in one big city, there are usually some application for cell phone which helps you to understand the culture and history of this city, because maybe in London, where there are a lot of ancient pictures of London, and if you are in the right place and you use the cell phone and look around you, so you can see the historical pictures which blends with the reality. And also in New York, they have such application. And in Ostrava, It is very small city, but I thought that it could be very nice to have such application also in Ostrava. So we tried to do the similar thing, but with no budget. So our application is very easy and very simple, and but it do almost the same thing. Yeah, because I don't know if in Indonesia is the same, but in Czech Republic we have something called Scientist Night, and it's a special night when researchers from university have to prove that they are doing some research to public. Yeah, and we have to show it in a way that public could understand each these experiments and this technology. So we thought that it will be nice to produce some similar application which can merge the historical photos from history and some realistic scene. Yes, so maybe I will try to show you this. Yeah, and you can see the application. Actually, this is our university, and this is the merging with the reality. But it is very yeah, we use this kind of markers, yeah. So and you may see that that guy, he helped me with this application. So he's on the video, and and thanks to this, we tried to show the people in Ostrava how this technology can be used in normal way, and to present the past pictures merged with the real world. Okay, the same situation can be if you are trying to equip your room. You can just place some markers like this on your carpet, and then place some 3D models of the furniture and move it. And in, let's say, no budget, you can easily imagine how it will look like, and make some changes and some modification. Okay, and now I will speak about using with the robot programming. In one of our partner laboratory, we have this kind of robot from ABB. It has two arms, and together with our colleagues, we are using augmented reality glasses. And when we normally when you program the robot, you will have to write code and tell him go this way, take this glass, go this way. But you can have also digital twin of this robot, and it's very convenient to use it for program this robot, because you will see the digital twin of these arms, and you can just take the arms and make the right position, then save the position, then move forward, save the position, and then grab some object and move it. And then just you will upload this program to robot, and he will perform it. So it's a very easy way to learn programming robots in a way that the human mind is very easily to understand. Okay. And maybe you are familiar with the Boston Dynamics robot company. When they tried to teach the robot how it should operate, it is very expensive and very hard situation to learn what to do. Yeah, so basically in the ancient time, the robot do many mistakes, and he couldn't do the right things, and then he maybe sometimes he fall. Yeah, so when they teach the robot what to do, it's a very expensive and long procedure. But nowadays, you probably maybe you know this video. the robot is very agile and can be very helpful to a human. Because now he learned from the mistakes. Yeah, he made a lot of mistakes, and he learned how to move, how to be stable, how to jump, how to work. Yeah. So and my question is, how can this be compatible with virtual reality? Well, I will tell you in the next slide. Yeah. So yeah, so you see that there is a lot of improvement during the time, and well, yeah, that's because we can very shorten the and to make more effective the way how robots is trained. Because as I told you, in Unreal Engine or Unity Engine, we can produce the virtual environment which looks almost like normal environment. We can also make, let's say, digital twin of the robot and make his actuators and arms and movement to be very, very close to reality. And if we play the robot in this virtual environment, he can learn what to do, and we can do million of repetitive application just in one click. Yeah, so there could be very easily way how to teach robot what to do in very safe environment. And then if he is able to do it if the virtual robot is able to do it in virtual environment, then we can upload the program from which this robot learned in the virtual reality to his twin in normal reality, and then it shortens the time that he needs to learn how to act and what to do in the different situation. Okay, now I will speak about some skills. If you are new to augmented and virtual reality and you fear that this technology is not for you, maybe I will show you opposite way of thinking. Because if you want to be part of the team which develop some technology with augmented or virtual reality, there are a lot of opportunities, different opportunities, because it's always a combination of a lot of skills and a lot of occupation. Well, first occupation is 3D modeler. Yeah, somebody who plays with the engine to create some 3D models and to just try to have a most realistic model, which is very similar to a real object. Also, as I told you, he can use the photogrammetry to have this model appear. The next occupation is 3D animator. If we have a model, we usually put the bones and joints in this model, and then we can have a time frame and let the model be real, and the movement can be planned. So if we say to this model that in frame number 1 it will stand like this, and in frame number 10 it should raise a hand, so the computer will calculate the all 9 frame and then do this very smooth movement. Yeah. Of course, we can use the mockup application nowadays, that the camera will see some people who is moving in front of the camera, and then I will just take my movement and place it in the object, so the object will act like the actor in front of the camera. Also, the next very important occupation in creating the virtual reality is music and sound effect. Because if you produce very nice and let's say popular virtual reality application, and it will not have something like music and sound, it will be very boring application. So music and sound are very important. And also, very important occupation is also somebody who knows user experience and design of the application, where I have to put the buttons, what kind of colors I will use, what layouts, what typography, and etc. etc. It's a very important occupation in this process. And also, you need somebody who have some programming skill and can write the code. But a programmer is not only one. As I told you, there are many more people who are together working on creation of virtual reality. As I told you, that application needs somebody who understands the UX and UI. This is the screen from application, which is very bad for augmented reality, because you see this is the driver of car. He eats the Snickers here. Then he has some video conference with his boss. He has maps. He has some weather forecast. And in this corner, he play Tetris. Yes, so this is the very bad way to do the application of augmented reality. The best application of augmented reality is that information are on the corners or somewhere which not distract the people who is watching the world through this application. And of course, graphic design is also very important, and somebody who can write the scenario. This professional have to have some creativity, some sense of humor, common sense. And his question is, why should we spend the time in VR, and why should we return? If he has an answer for this, the application will be successful. Yeah. And I told you the applications for creating a virtual reality is maybe Unity, Unreal Engine, or we can also choose something like Metaverse, because it's this topic is connected with creating world, but in some pre-described design application. Yeah, so maybe I will speak a little about Metaverse. This is not a new word. It comes from a very old sci-fi novel called Snow Crash. But nowadays, companies like Facebook changed the name to Meta, because they want to monetize this word for them. But I think that metaverse is a term that you can use it. Everybody could use it, and we have a lot of metaverses, different metaverses. The first I was familiar with was Second Life. It was the application in a web browser when you could go through some city and some nice terrain and some forest and so on. But nowadays we have a lot of metaverses. Like I told you, metaverse from Facebook, metaverse from Microsoft, metaverse from Somnium Space, and there are a lot of more metaverses in world. Also, McDonald's or Chipotle or Wendy they have kind of metaverses. But the most important from my side is maybe industrial metaverse. Let's say it's very closely connected to Industry 4.0, because when you creating digital twin of some factory, it's also something like metaverse, and big companies like Microsoft, IBM, Siemens, or BMW, ABB has their own metaverses. And maybe you are familiar with the NVIDIA company, which provides a lot of graphic cards, and they have a special metaverse called Omniverse. So if you want to, let's say, be familiar with some kind of metaverse, I will recommend the Omniverse because it's it's also free of charge when you want to use in a university, and it's very useful in communication with industry, because I think that a lot of people from industry will in time use this kind of this technology. Yeah. I've got a video, but it's quite long. Yeah. So when you have this presentation and want to know more about Omniverse, you can just watch the video. Yeah, and now I'm slowly coming to the end of my presentation, so I will tell you something about future challenges and opportunities in virtual and augmented reality. Well, this device already exists. This is full body virtual reality suit that you can feel the touch and haptic simulation in virtual reality. And something what is not not so realistic, but a lot of scientists want to create this kind of technology that they are planning to use contact lens to use for visualization of augmented reality. One of the laboratory is also Elon Musk's Neuralink. Maybe you are heard about it. It is a microchip which can be implanted in the brain. And Elon Musk actually did the first application because he had some men who cannot walk and cannot move their hand, and he used this chip to control computer. So he can now play games right on the computer. He could now have an interaction with world better, and maybe in the future, because he can't walk, so maybe in the future they will have an application like this, because thanks to this device maybe some exoskeleton can walk for him. Yeah, so he can just think about walking and the exoskeleton will walk in the direction he wants. So I think that this device could have a nice future application. And I will end my presentation by something like machine learning application and how are they connected to virtual reality. Well, when I was young, in 1997, you weren't bored, but I was teenager then. I was also chess player, and I knew that Garry Kasparov, which was the famous Russian chess player, was play chess against artificial intelligence called Deep Blue, which was American device. And in that year, there was a remisa of their play, but the year after that, the Deep Blue has win over the best chess player. So at that time, I realized that computers are not so not are a very big tool for such application. And nowadays, a lot of computer games is well, we as normal users has very big disadvantage when we compete against computer, because if we do a lot of repetition of computer play, the computer always wins because he learns from our mistake and he try to find some different strategy. So if a lot of people train that computer by their strategy, he can overmatch us almost in every game that we design. So the chess was 25 years back than the Go, and nowadays computers are very, very good at almost every computer game. Well, I think that you are familiar with the ChatGPT and content creator augmented reality application like Imagine or DALI or Stable Diffusion. So it's also very useful when you are creating graphic and scenes for virtual reality. And maybe maybe you've seen this picture before, because actually a couple of years back there were two contests. One was in a photography. The Sony had this competition of the best photography, and one of the section presented this kind of photography, and it get the first place, yeah, but then the author tell that this is not photography, and he used some kind of virtual artificial intelligence tool to create this photography. So the people in the who tried who give the first prize to this man, they were artists, and they are trained to distinguish between artificial and normal photography. And even if they are such educated, they placed the first place to this photography, but it was cheap, yeah. And then he confessed that he used the artificial intelligence. And also in Colorado, there were different contests, and they were painting the pictures by paint. And also in this competition, the first place they give the first place to this kind of painting, and it was also used by Midjourney and Stable Diffusion. So even the very educated people who can distinguish art, they are easily fooled by nowadays artificial intelligence creation. And this is the field of stable pictures. But maybe you are familiar with the Make Video Studio, when they could create the moving movies and moving picture. 1 year back, the quality of this artificial video was very low. Yeah, you can see that that is the, let's say, fake video. But nowadays, maybe you've seen this kind of video on OpenAI Sora. I will try to show you. There is somebody who don't know it. Yeah, and nowadays with the some prompt. Yeah, this is the prompt. A stylish woman walks down the Tokyo street, and it will create the very realistic video, like she is going through the street, but this woman doesn't exist, and this isn't Tokyo. But if you will see it moving, so you cannot tell that this video is fake or not. So the quality is improving every year. Okay, so and my point is that in the future, well, maybe, as I told you, that we need a lot of people to create virtual reality. So maybe in the future, we will just prompt this kind of text. Computer, create me a romantic action movie with Bruce Willis. He doesn't act anymore. And Audrey Hepburn, she doesn't live anymore. And he will create it, because there are a lot of movies with these two actors, and computer can do it. Yeah, so maybe it's a future of virtual reality, who knows? So yeah, so that's everything from my side. I thank you for attention. Thank you very much.
First of all, thank you, Dr. Philip, for your nice presentation. I believe you spent a lot of your energy to explain this very interesting topics and very nice and compact. And please, if you want to dream, your dream first. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sekarang sekalian, we are now in the question and answer section. Right? So Dr. Philip, actually, this day is working in this area, augmented reality, virtual reality, in this, and also combining with other technology, for example, IoT. And actually, this is our big stance to face with it. I mean, we are really happy that we come here directly from the Europe, and then we should. We can say we have many questions, if we have some interest related with this matter, yeah, with this area. You already see it present in this room, so this is a big opportunity to ask related to these topics. Yeah. So please, everyone, yeah, you can ask the question, of course, in English, in Japanese language, yeah. We couldn't understand bahasa Indonesia, ya. Ya, silakan ya.
I have three questions. Is it okay to ask all of them in one group or one by one? Just some easy questions.
Yeah, you can all of one. Yeah.
Okay. The first question, you said the purchase paper that you just show us, the 3D technology to show us the car, can be used in magazine or other paper media. Do we have to demand the production of large amounts of paper when we want to upgrade the technology, which could affect the environment? That's the first question. And the second question, is there any danger for our eyes or other vital part of body if we use too much this AR or VR technology? And the last question, this is my personal question about this videos about AR. Sometimes I see videos about someone use AR when they did their work, for example, typing while walking. Is it safe? Because your focus is limited. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for such a nice question. Well, I will start at the end of this. Yeah, it is not safe. Yeah, I think, for my opinion, not yet. Yeah, because there is a very big time lag between, let's say, the cameras in the let's say, Apple Vision recognize the terrain around you, but there is some let's say, delay between the presenting what is around you to you see. Yeah, so if there is some more danger situation, you cannot react so quickly. Yeah, so my opinion is that this technology is still at the beginning of development. So that's why I think that a lot of people like me have it in a laboratory and try to enjoy it. But if this technology will be widespread to everyone, there will be a lot of, let's say, failures and a lot of danger. Yeah? So I think that that it will be better and better in time, and we can see that the development of this technology is still improving. And I think that even the Apple think that the first generation of their glasses is something like test thing, what they will improve in the future. Yeah. And now I completely forgot your two, but
of the paper that you can use for the AR. I think you mentioned about there is a magazine that you can print out the tag.
Yeah.
Is there any
bad impact, right, related with the magazine that we use the tag?
Yeah, actually, I don't know how the situation is here, but in Czech Republic we have such magazine or some printed materials which have these markers inside and have some interaction to the reader who could benefit from the more information about this thing. Yeah, so if it is, yeah. So thank you so much for this. Yeah. Yeah, but when we use this application, we are, let's say, we sit safe in some place. We are not moving, yeah, so we can enjoy it and don't fear that we fall anywhere, yeah, and then we can enjoy the experience of this. Yeah, and thank you for, let's say, your bravery that you asked me this question. I bring. Two chocolates from Czech Republic, so maybe I can give you one.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much.
Directly the special chocolate from the sex that you cannot find those kind of chocolate in the Thank you for those our friends. Okay, I think Philip still has many chocolate.
I got one. So if somebody wants to ask me one question, I will be very happy to answer.
First of all, I have to thank to Ms. Prof. Phillips that explained us about VR and AR technology. And we know that this technology, we know.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. First of all, I have to thank the Prof. Phillips that explained us about VR and AR technology. Thank you very much. And we know that this technology about how to apply in real life. And if this technology applied in real life, we know that it could make our life more easy and doing a lot of jobs easily. So, but this technology have two challenges main. First of all is technical limitation. AR and VR is require advanced hardware and software, right? And the second is the cost, because this technology have to be advanced.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of demand in people to how to apply it in real life, and that is why it makes a lot of costs, right? And so I think it could be have a lot of time to this technology apply in real life, especially in Asia, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, there's two questions actually. First of all is what we should do as a student to prepare about this industrial revolution, AR and VR technology. And the second is, could you share about this presentation PowerPoint to us so we can learn more about this VR and AR technology?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for yeah. Thank you for such a nice question. Of course, I will share this presentation. I will give it to Dr. Ganjar, so he will distribute it to you all. And to your second question, yes, I completely agree. This technology is costly and it has some limitation. But well, a lot of application for augmented reality can be utilized by cell phone, and I think that a lot of you has already cell phone in your pocket, yeah, because it's so maybe the most expensive cost we already did because we have the cell phone, yeah. And in my presentation there were let's say several creation studios which is completely free. Yeah, so if you want to produce some application for augmented reality, you can do it at no cost, because Unity engine and Unreal Engine is completely free, and YouTube is full of videos which will show you how you can begin and how you can learn very elemental ways, and then export it to APK for Google cell phone, and then the cell phone can have an application like this, that it will see some marker and it will bring the 3D object to life. So I think that the learning and getting more information is necessity. And as I told you, I think that good advice is also learn not only the Unity engine, but look by the link on the metaverse from NVIDIA, because I think that artificial intelligence in NVIDIA cards will be in industry very they will have a very quick adoption. So a lot of industry will use this kind of software in the future. So if you learn something about it now, you can easily use it as a leverage point when you want to apply to some big salary job. Yeah. So I think that and this all of this technology are free of use for academic purpose. Yeah. So that's very good thing. And thank you so much for your question. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah.
Right, we have a question already, but still, if some of the students here wanted to ask me the question, yeah, please, but yeah.
Thank you so much for the presentation. It's a really interesting topic. And I have a question related to my personal experience. So for that, I want to give a little story about.
Okay.
So last year I went to a museum, and in the museum there was like some kind of VR playground where the visitor can try traditional game by putting on their VR glasses or VR goggles. It's actually interesting, but because I have poor eyesight,
Yeah.
I couldn't see the image clearly, so I couldn't fully enjoy the experience. So I was wondering, is there any way for people that have bad eyesight to also enjoy it?
Yeah. Thank you for this question. I also have bad eyes, but now I use lens. Yeah. Contact lens. Yeah. So this is one solution, to have contact lens and then have a glass. But also some of the glasses from HTC, I think, and also MetaQuest have something like new lens which can you apply it in front of normal lens in this device, and it will help a little. It don't have a lot of dioptrias in this correction, but there is some correction of the sight, even if you use these devices like HTC or MetaQuest. Yeah, but this device is not standard part of the package. You should buy it extra. Yeah, but thank you for this question. I don't have chocolate yet, no more, but I've got one last cake. Yeah, so I will present it to you. And well, it's from Czech Republic, but well, your country has a lot of volcanoes. We don't have any volcano in our country, but we have hot springs. Yeah, like bad hot springs. And this special cake is made in Czech Republic to be more healthy, and when you eat it in hot springs. Yeah, so it's for good health. So thank you very much for this question. And I want to, if somebody was interested in OSTRAVA or our university, I brought some printed materials, so you can share it and take it home, or leave it in the university in some study department where when everybody could see them. So this is about my hometown, Ostrava city, and this is about my faculty. and this is about my whole university, and it is foldable, and you can read in English about my university and surroundings. So it's for you to browse and take. So thank you very much for attention, and it was very nice experience for me, and I'm honored that I could speak to you and that you listen what I said. So thank you very much.
Previously, I mentioned that some of our students were admitted for the exchange student for next semester, and she is one of the students. Yeah. I think also there are another student next semester. Yeah, okay, like one or two students, but maybe coming from another department, we got some good news about that. Maybe it's just a little bit advice for them, yeah, because they will be living in another country. So maybe some advice how to survive in another country. From your side. What do you think?
Some advice what to do in Europe, you mean? Well, I think that we will welcome you very heartily, and we will be it will be very nice for us to have you in our countries. And I think that the best way is to find somebody there who will show you the university and tell you about the quality of life in the city. Our university has such programs, so feel free to contact local university administration, and they always will have some staff which will show you everything and tell you about local cultural life and local history and local habits in universities in Europe. Yes, so but as I see, there is no big difference between our and your university, because yesterday I had a tour with Dr. Ganjar, and actually our university looks similar, but it's very smaller than yours. Yours is very large and very nice. Yes, so I think that there is not too much differences between studying here and studying at European universities. Thank you.
Thank you for the nice advice from the right now we are still having discussion related with the collaboration between our university, especially our school, professional college, with this university, Technical University of OSTRAVA. Actually, he mentioned that this university actually similar with Sekolah Vokasi because they are more technical university, which means their university has a lot of collaboration with industry. And we also in professional college, Sekolah Vokasi, most of our curriculum, most of our course was created with the discussion in industry, and most of our research project must be what you can say integrated with industry. So I hope in the near future, Philip, that this formal collaboration can be done, and maybe just maybe let's see in the future some of our students can be the exchange student in your university. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Rekan-rekan sekalian, thank you very much for your attendance today. Please for the KRPL student, I think I already put some paper to sign your present today, and maybe for another class from Bulan, maybe she already prepare for the present for the attendance list. Yeah. So before I conclude the session, Dr. Philip, thank you again. He spent his time for this discussion. He already mentioned this technology that actually is already developed and still continue to be developed again. And he mentioned about how this AR and VR, the history, and how this methodology, different methodology that how it become. And he also mentioned about the future. Yeah, but because the technology can be grow, yeah, in the future. So we hope that some of the students will have some interest in this technology. I remember one of my students who doing the final project. He did the augmented reality application at SF. Dr. Philip mentioned that there are a lot of open source software, and my student, he already graduated. He used the Unity software and he created the augmented reality using their smartphone. So it is possible to develop this technology with low cost, yeah, but of course, for some devices we need to buy, for example, for virtual reality. So again, thank you very much for everyone coming here, for coming to Universitas Gadjah Mada. We hope that in the future we will have this similar monthly lecture again. So I think before we conclude, maybe photo banding. Okay, I think for documentation, we will take a picture together and after that we will finish our session. Yeah, thank you very much. Selamat siang. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Tapi kalau misal berdiri itu baik. Gara-gara kelihatan semua apa sih? Yang penting
Satu, dua, tiga. Satu, dua, tiga. Satu, dua, tiga. Satu, dua, tiga. Gimana kayaknya? Gimana kayaknya? Kenapa ada yang lain? Satu, dua, tiga. Satu, dua, tiga. Satu, dua, tiga. Saya